I used to look at America as Big Don when I was younger. Now I look at it as, man, these people just big ass bullies and greedy ass people. These people don't care about people, they care about themselves. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Straight from the Go Man. I am your host, Dwayne, aka D from the Go Man. And before we jump straight into it, man, I just want to ask that you guys like, comment, and subscribe and share. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, man. Get this content out here, man. I want to continue to give you guys this content, but I also want to continue to give you guys better content. I want to grow this content. I want to build upon what we've already started. This is the beginning, but this is not the finish line. So please hit that like, comment, and subscribe button so I can give you guys bigger and better content as the days go on, man. Let's go strong. Let's end 2025 strong. Let's go into 2026 with a bang, man. I know it's just November 7th, but the way these months been going, October went by very fast. It was October 1st one day. Looked up, it was Halloween the next. So these days going by fast, man. So please, I would thank you guys for that. But man, we about to jump straight into it, man. We got a lot to talk about. I'm sorry I haven't been on my content shit as much as I should have. I had a lot of momentum going, and then Vegas came. That kind of ruined the way I slept a little bit, and then daylight savings hit earlier this week, so that really that we got an hour back, but that kind of pushed how that daylight savings is already changes the way you kind of sleep though, because I think it goes what is it, an hour back or some shit. I forgot how it works, but I think it goes an hour back. For the winter. But yeah, my body just trying to get used to the new time, get back used to where I'm at. So, that's why I haven't been on it, but I'm back, man. And we got a lot to talk about. Hopefully we not on here too long. I don't really want to be on here that long. Some of this stuff we may not even have to get to because it's just little silly shit. And some of this I actually want to save for when I bring you, the content that I said I was going to give you guys. I gotta figure out when we gonna do that though. But we got sports. I got a sports show coming soon for y'all. Strictly sports. So if you ain't a sports fan, it ain't for you. It's for the sports lovers and people who love sports. So yeah, that's the content I'm gonna be giving you guys. And also got an interview probably coming soon. Hopefully, we get on the same page with that. It's really my fault because I've been bullshitting. So yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. New music just came out. Grammy nominations just hit. We got local elections that was, decided earlier this week. Changes to the Grammys. 25 best rap album. We got a lot to talk about. And hey, let's do it. First, let's start off with some RIPs though, man. It's been a lot of deaths, man. I don't know if y'all noticed, but a lot of football players been checking lately. But this one was different because he was a current player. Rest in peace to Marshawn Nealon, man. That story is heartbreaking. I don't know if you guys heard about it. I could read you guys a little bit, but from what I do remember, he was in a high speed chase or something for a traffic violation, and the pursuit stopped, and then they later found the car again, and they found him with a gunshot wound to the head, self-inflicted. It's just such a sad story, man. He was only 24 years old. He played for the Dallas Cowboys. It happened in Texas with the Texas Department of Public Safety troopers. You never want to hear about that. And then reading the TMZ report where it said his girlfriend said basically He texted the family goodbye, and his girlfriend told the cops he ended all. And, when I first read it, it sounded like a police chase went wrong, and he just killed himself because he thought he'd get caught. He thought it was over. But then reading that part, it sounded like it was a sign of mental health, mental issues, and he wanted to kill himself. But I don't know. Like, it's hard to judge the situation. We gotta probably wait until the stuff come back. But man, this is not. Check on your people, man. If this is a mental health issue, man, check on your people. I know we say that every single time, but you need to do it, G. You need to. You never know what people going through, how people feeling, what they want to do to themselves. That's why it pays to be nice. That's why every day I'm nice to everybody. I'm not rude. I'm not disrespectful to nobody. Even it don't matter if you the homeless man, the crackhead. I'm still gonna be nice to you, and that's what we gotta do. You never know what someone's 13th reason may be. So man, just check in on your people. I know we say that every single time, but please check in on your people, man. Also, I want to give a RIP to Young Bleed. I don't know if y'all probably don't really know Young Bleed. But Young Bleed, he an old rapper. He was with No Limit Records under Master P. They just did a verses a couple weeks ago that he was a part of, and I could have went to the verses, so I'm kind of pissed about that. But Young Bleed, rest in peace to him, man. He had a brain aneurysms, and I hate to see like our hip hop legends go, man. It's so sad, like seeing hip hop legends not even be able to make it to be a senior citizen. The fact that this is old for a rapper, 51. I mean, it's old. They call anything old nowadays. They'll call you old if you're 25, G. But man, 51 years old from a brain aneurysm, man, we gotta take care of ourselves. And we're not sure what causes brain aneurysm, but a lot of times health issues or lifestyle choices can lead to these type of situations. Really, lifestyle situations contribute to a lot of the deaths that happen prematurely to people who are under the age of probably, I'll say about 80. Maybe even, I'll probably lower it to 75, but that's the lowest I go. Um, Lifestyle choices affect everything. Like, all the diseases really from, cancer, unless you're born with something like lupus or a sexually transmitted disease, like those are still lifestyle choices. So yeah, lifestyle choices and taking care of your body leads to a lot that can reduce a lot of the percentages on you getting certain diseases like a cancer. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do feel like cancer is definitely something that's contributed to by lifestyle choice. But when we're not here for that, man, I just want you guys, man, health is wealth, man. Take care of your bodies, take care of your mental health too. Dealing with the last situation. It's not just your physical health, man. Your brain is your strongest muscle. Your mind is your strongest muscle. Remember that. And take care of yourself, guys. For real, for real. Take care of yourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Take care of all of that. Um, it's not really a sad RP, but Dick Cheney did pass away. If you don't know who Dick Cheney is, Dick Cheney is one of the most powerful vice presidents. He probably is the most powerful by far vice president that we've ever had. A lot of us was probably kids though. A lot of us was kids when he was vice president, so we didn't really understand truly what was going on. You would hear about certain things. I know he was a vice president for a good majority of my childhood because I was born during the Bill Clinton era, and then some years later, here come George Bush and Dick Cheney. So Dick Cheney was you know, he lived up to his first name. He was definitely a dickhead for sure. He was a dickhead. If you understand, if you read and stuff, you understand how just big of a dickhead that he was. But you know, I guess rest in peace to him. You gotta say rest in peace to people who was, I guess, leaders in this country. But also, I don't know if you guys heard. I want to give a rest in peace to these people. About the airplane crash. Well, it wasn't really it was an airplane crash, but it was a lot more than just a crash. Like it was just more than just people that was on the plane. Which was only a few people. It was no passengers. It was a UPS cargo flight. It crashed into some facility near the Louisville airport. If you don't know what Louisville is in Kentucky. Um, in the videos out there from multiple angles, I seen different angles, and it's just sad to see. And I can't wait till the details of that case come out because I'm curious to just how that plane just came down like that. I'm very very curious. Yeah, it was sad to see because there was people in that area. It was people in that area. That wasn't just no place where people work. People shop over there. So, and the man and his granddaughter, they lost his life. I forgot the man's name, but I know his granddaughter was like 3 years old, and they lost their life, man. So, that's why you guys get right with God, man. For real, you never know what's gonna happen to you. Life and every day is not promised. We gotta be thankful, cause man, shit like this just happened out of the blue. This ain't you can't get warrant for nothing like this. Shit just happens. So you just gotta you gotta be thankful for every day, grateful for every day that you blessed to see. And rest in peace to the current 13. That's where the number is at that they saying the death toll right now is at 13. Rest in peace to those people, man. It's sad. And it was nothing you could really do about it. You couldn't see it, you couldn't prevent it. And so you just gotta get right with God, man. I hate that this shit happened for sure. Um, so rest in peace to those 13. My condolences to all the families who lost someone on the RIP list I just named. I hate starting off a show like this, but we all know that one day we gotta go. And I don't want to get deep with some shit, man. So I'm just, I'm finna move on, man, to something a little bit more exciting. I think I want to start with. I think I want to start with shit. Since we on it, let's talk about the local elections, man. Since we talking about, you know what? Um, you know what? Let's start off with some quick shit, man. Let's start off with Nancy Pelosi. She announced her retirement from Congress after 38 years of being in Congress, and let's just say it's been a long time coming because she about 80 some years old. I don't understand how these people get to keep their jobs till they 80, 90 years old. And, it's a blessing to be able to live that long. But man, I feel like, especially in government positions, it should be, if there's an age limit on when you can enter, there should be an age limit on when you exit. I feel like 70, 75 is a good time to exit because you got to think, once you get to 75, you really on the back end of life. For most people, when you get to 70, you're on the back end of life. But if we're going by quarters, like 25, 25, 25, 25, I go by quarters. 75, you on the back end of life. The fuck do you need to be in a position of power for? You on the back end. You in the fourth quarter of life, bro. Enjoy the rest of your years. You First of all, me personally, if I was in government, I definitely wouldn't be up there past a certain age. It's just sometimes you need a break, you need a vacation, you just need time to spend with your family. Especially these years when you're getting old and your family watching you getting old, and you know the time is now really, really ticking. I just don't feel like you should be in a position of power. So I'm glad she retired. She had a great career, but it was time for her to go. You too old to be in a position of Congress, especially with the current president we have who's trying to bully people. I think he's too old to be the president. Joe Biden was too old to be the president too. I feel like the sweet spot for president is the age that Barack Obama was. Barack Obama was like in his late 40s. Yeah, because Barack Obama was like what born in like the early 60s, so he was at least like in '08. He was at least about 46, 47 when he was elected. Left out of office when he was like 55. That's a good, that's a sweet spot. That's the good spot to be in when you're the president or any, you know, position for that matter in office because you smart enough to make good decisions. So, and wise decisions, and you still got a lot of life left. Like when Barack Obama left office, what Barack Obama was 54, maybe 55. He wasn't even 60. So he still had a good portion of his life left. Like he just entered, he was in his second quarter still when he became president. So, um, speaking of elections, speaking of government, local elections. I know the people of Illinois. We probably motherfuckers probably wasn't paying attention because we didn't have to. It wasn't our turn this year for local elections. But next year, people need to get out and vote, man. Seriously, I know people don't think voting matters. I just was on Twitter just a little while ago, and a girl was trying to argue why voting doesn't matter. Voting matters, bro. Get out there and vote. Your local elections is actually probably not even probably. I would say your local elections is more important than the president elections because every city, every state got different rules, different governments. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to know who those government positions is in your city because yeah, we have a Department of Education that Trump is trying to get rid of for some fucking reason, but we also have the education government within our own cities and states, and we need to pay attention to that. As I'm getting older, as I've gotten older the past few years, man, you know, I've always wanted to learn more and more, especially as I got old enough to like vote. Um, I wanted to always understand what was going on. One, so I can understand for myself, but two, be able to relay it to people who's watching this platform who may not understand politics or what's going on. I'm doing this for you guys too, so that we can all understand why voting is important, who we voting for, and why do we need to vote for them. But Illinois, Chicago didn't have any elections, so I really don't have nothing on that. I got a couple things though. Shout out Mary Sheffield. She is the first woman to be elected mayor of Detroit. That is huge. And not only is she just a woman, she's a black woman. So this makes it better. Like now we can't say the first black woman. She's the first overall woman, black, white, whatever. She's the first. And that's amazing to see. That's amazing to see. I can't wait to see who's gonna be the first woman president of the United States. Like I know a lot of people fear that. But I feel like we should give it a try one day. We've always had male leaders. And after the male leaders we didn't had the last couple elections, I wouldn't mind a woman in office right now. I'm not like a lot of men may not like to hear that. But sometimes like I just want to see like how it's gonna go with a woman. We already know it's probably gonna be 10 times worse than what Barack Obama went to, especially if it was Kamala Harris. Oh, it would have been 10 times worse for her. Because not only is in most people's eyes is she black, even though some black people question if she was black or not, which I get it. That's what we do a lot nowadays. We question if people are really black. And low key, looking at the pictures they pulled up of her parents, she didn't. It didn't seem like she was black either. But I don't know. When I look at Kamala Harris, bro, she looked black. Like I don't know why people be trying to downplay it. She looked black when you look at it. Like I don't see another type of woman. Like I see, maybe she's a high yellow black woman. She reminds me of like an auntie at like church or vice president at your school or some shit. Not vice president, vice principal or some shit at your school, like or a principal at your school. She remind me of that. Um, but yeah, it one day we gonna have a black woman president. One day, or a female president in general. We almost had two with Trump. We had Hillary Clinton, and we had Kamala Harris. It seemed like he always go against women though. Besides Joe, but I mean, I said Joe Biden. Shout out Joe Biden. Joe Biden though. It sound like it seemed like Trump always go against a woman, but and he could have lost too. That's the crazy part. I think he won the popular vote against. I mean, no, I think Hillary Clinton won the popular vote against Trump. I had to fact check that, but I think she did. She could have beat him. Kamala Harris should have won too, though. Oh, I just got something on my phone. Speaking of Trump, I done brought that nigga up, but President Trump wants the Washington Commanders. If you don't know who the Washington Commanders is, that's a football team. To name their team or to name their new stadium after him. One arrogant motherfucker. He not even from Washington. Why the fuck would we name the stadium after you? You're not even from Washington. Neither are you one of the greatest presidents ever. You're probably the worst president we've ever had. Never thought I would say that after living through the George Bush era. You're probably the worst president we've ever had. The worst. Like I don't even think it's close. But speaking of the local elections though, I don't know if you guys seen, but and nobody probably paying attention to this because I don't think a lot of y'all is from New York. But if you are from New York, or if you just pay attention to government, period, or the news, period, I don't know if you guys seen, but it was reported that 26 billionaires spent $22 million to stop Mondani. I think I'm saying his name right, Mondani or Mondani, whatever, from winning the mayoral election in New York City. And I don't know what to say to that necessarily. I mean, I know what to say to that, but I don't know what to make of that. Like, I just think it's crazy that billionaires will waste their money on stuff like this. And the new mayor elect even said, like, y'all wasting more money trying to get me not to be in office than I would even do against you guys in taxes. You like I seen on the list, somebody spent $8 million. I think it was a former mayor of New York who spent $8 million, bro, for him not to win. That was the most somebody spent. They at least all spent 100,000. And I just think, bro, billionaires, billionaires, they talk about losing their money to taxes, but you are willingly spending a lot of money for someone not to win. You wasted more money on it, and you lost your money because now you didn't donated all that money. Where'd that money go? So you done lost money that you probably wouldn't even have paid in taxes, as the new mayor said. And it's like, I just want to know why is billionaires so greedy? I know that's probably a rhetorical question. It's probably a dumb question because we kind of know the answer, but then again, we kind of don't, because if I got all this money, right? Why the fuck do I give? Why do I care about paying fairly in taxes? You guys want to pay a penny of a dollar on taxes, but you don't really do nothing with your money that benefits or helps the community anyway. You only spend your money on what benefits you. I'm not saying don't do that because y'all worked hard. Well, some of you, some of y'all didn't work hard. Some of y'all was handed down money. If we being honest, I think a lot of billionaires was handed money, except for the black ones. A lot of the black billionaires weren't handed money, but a lot of people know a lot of white billionaires they was handed money. They got inheritance. They so technically no, they didn't work hard, but technically they had to work hard to keep the money. So whatever, whatever. You still got a lot of fucking money though. You at least 9 figures up, and you complaining. Shit, more than 9 figures, right? You at that point you 10 figures up. Yeah, you 10 figures up, and you mad about paying a fair amount in taxes, but want people who don't even make 6 figures. Some people don't make 6 figures. A lot of people don't make 6 figures. Shit, I would say majority of the country don't make 6 figures, and you want them to pay more in taxes than you do. They we pay a higher percent of taxes than billionaires do, and they have way more money. And this is the problem I have with billionaires. I honestly don't think billionaires should really exist. If they do exist, they should exist to help the community, help people around, but they don't do that. They spend money on dumb shit like going down in the fucking ocean to go see the damn Titanic with a bogus PlayStation remote. That's what billionaires do. Billionaires spend their money on trying to go to space. They rather spend their money going to space than see other people eating. And that's why I don't like. That's why I don't like billionaires, especially white ones. Don't like billionaires because they the most selfish pieces of shit in the world. We got a person who's very close with the president who's about to be a trillionaire within the next few years, and guess what? He ain't gonna do nothing to even try to help, and especially hunger in the United, at least hunger in the United States. He's not gonna do nothing to help the country, but he can bring his ass over from South Africa and benefit from our country. But then we got a president talk about immigrants when one of your best buddies is technically an immigrant. Your wife is technically an immigrant. Don't get me started, man. I get to podding on this motherfucker, bro. We got people who got billions and billions of dollars that don't want to pay fair amount in taxes, don't want to help nobody. They just want to hoard all their money. They just want to keep their money for nothing. Like I feel like if I'm a billionaire, bro, if I'm up like Buddy up, Elon, bro, it's no way. There's no way I be trying to have all that money for myself. Bro, I'll be the nicest person in the world. Because if I'm up that much money, ain't no need for me to be sad like that. Got all the money in the world for every resource I can possibly get. I'm gonna be helping people every day, especially in the city of Chicago. I might go to Baltimore and do some shit because you know Baltimore, like that's my second home now. Maryland, period. DMV, DC, the whole DMV, DC, PG County, Moco. I'll be helping people out, making sure they people got enough money to do certain stuff, but we don't have we got selfish people who are billionaires who rather keep all their money and do no good with it. And yeah, also man, be speaking of speaking of the government, man, be if you all work for the government, man, keep your heads up, man. I know it can be hard right now working for the government, and you know you're not getting paid, you're not getting no money, so it's hard to spend money because it's not coming back. Man, I'm praying for y'all, man. I hope this government shutdown ends soon so y'all can get y'all money. Because nobody deserves to go through this just because you got some selfish people in office who don't want to offer health care. We got people who want to really take away health care. And then, in order for the fix to happen, they want to take away y'all SNAP benefits and everything until the Democrats, well, that's what they want. They want the Democrats to fold. I hope the Democrats don't fucking fold. Don't fold, bro. Don't allow these people to bully y'all out of your position. Don't allow them to do it, bro. That's what the Republicans want for real. They want the Democrats to fold so it could be like, but that's the reason y'all don't got health care. It's a dangerous game being played in the government right now, y'all. For real. The Republicans gonna make it seem like the Democrats is the ones when they really the ones who being babies, especially that MAGA side of Republicans. People deserve health care. Health care should be free. Honestly, nobody should be paying for health care. Nobody. But we got these selfish white people who want you to pay for everything. These greedy ass people. They want you to pay for everything so they can make money. America, I used to look at America as Big Don when I was younger. Now I look at it as, man, these people just big ass bullies and greedy ass people. These people don't care about people. They care about themselves. They always cared about themselves. That's why a lot of things exist the way they do now. I don't know if y'all know, but racism was to benefit rich white people. That was not to benefit middle class and poor white people at all. I don't know why white people kind of get that confused, but racism was never for y'all. That was for the rich white people so they can be comfortable. We'll get to that though. I ain't gonna waste too much time talking about it because I'm about to get this book called The Color of Law, man. I can't wait to read it. I'm getting heavy into my fitted cap collection. I'm always gonna be a shoe collector, and now I'm a book collector, more of a book collector. I've always read, but they make it seem like reading is boring. It's not though. Reading is good for you, especially when you're reading something you really, really, really interested in. That's why I might do that. I might start a little book thing on here. Let's get to something else though. I'm tired of talking about these elections though. New music, new music, man. So you already know today is November 7th, and the first thing I clicked at midnight was the Lil Herb album. Was G Herbo's Lil Herb album, and I loved it. Loved it. 1 through 15, man. I do got a couple songs that I'm not too sure of yet, but I do like when Herb is rapping over soulful beats. That's my favorite Herb. I don't like Herb's drill music as much as I like his soulful music. I like when he rapping, when he's going bar for bar. I love that shit. So far, my favorite three songs right now, obviously went legit, but that outside of went legit, that's really a bonus track. Um, so far right now, a lot of people love longevity. I like longevity too. I had to go back and listen to it. I'm like, damn, he really spitting on here. But I also like Win Again, Fallen Soldiers, Give It All. I like One Chance too. I liked how the intro came in. I like this album. This was a really, really good album. I give it definitely so far 8 out of 10. You had some people being foolish, man, saying this ain't even Herb's 12. He got 12 projects better. Off the top of my head, I can't think of 12 projects better. He do got projects better than this one, but this one is still good. We always gonna be attached to older Herb, though. We always gonna be attached to that. But this album can be good for somebody who just got introduced to G Herbo. I love it. I think you guys should check it out. It's a great album. Like I said, he was solidifying his spot as one of the best rappers of this generation. I think he has done that. He has proved that. And it don't matter how it chart. We just talked about hip hop not being within the top 40 on the top 100. I don't care how it chart. He's not going to chart high because he's not signed to a label. He's never been signed to a label or a big major label. He's never been signed. So I'm I like the album. And honestly, it's one of the best albums in a long time from him that I've heard off first listen that that was good. Like some of his last few projects outside of Best Rapper Alive. Some of the last few projects like Big Swerve, Survivor's Remorse. Even though I like some songs off there, that first listen wasn't all that, but this one was. So I enjoyed it. Um, but I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be biased. But the younger generation, I think he dropped the best album of the younger generation. Because a lot of the older generation has been killing it this year, but of the younger generation, he got one of the best albums for sure. Um, I'm trying to figure out who album better between his and Chance, because I really love Chance album too. I listen to that every day, just like I'm gonna be listening to this every day, so I can know the words. Because I'm trying to go to a concert, so proud of her, man. I love that album. Kalani, she put out a single "Out the Window." Man, they said she folded them clothes and threw them out the window. I can't wait to see what she finna do next, man. She been killing R&B. She been kill. 2025 is Kalani's year for R&B. R&B on the women's side for sure she been killing it. On the men's side, Leon Thomas been the don so far. But on the women's side, Kalani been that girl. Man, she ain't had a year like this, man, probably since like 2021, 2022. Yeah, I would say 2020. I love that album in 2020 she put out. And I'm a Kalani fan. So I want to go to one of her concerts too. But this Out the Window single is another smash. It's gonna go through the roof, and she deserved everything. Obviously, I still don't like the fact I don't like how she did Kyrie though, but she know how to put her foot in some fucking music, and yeah, that single was like that. There's also some more singles that happened to drop though. I don't know. Like I seen Mario drop a single. That shit was some heat. Um, Lil Baby dropped a single. That was decent. Lil Baby, he kind of going back to form a little bit. Tusi dropped a single that was decent called "Call Me." Tato, I know some of y'all know some of y'all not gonna listen to Tato, and that's okay. Tato that's more for the people in the hood. That's for us in the hood. We listen to that ghetto shit. But I ain't listened to it yet. I did listen to a couple songs. I like his features though. He got Sosa on here, obviously. Sosa. If y'all don't know who Tato is, it's one of Sosa people. It's one of his people. And he been with Sosa since the start, man. So if you don't know who Tato is, you ain't a real Chief Keef fan. Real Sosa fans know who Tato is, who Ball Out is. Shit. WAP, even though WAP with No Limit in, he back and forth. Well, not back and forth, but Sosa his family. So and No Limit, that's his people too. So you gotta know certain people if you're a Sosa fan. But this not for people who really not into the like drill, drillish rap. This is not for you. This is for people who into that. I'm just telling you what type of album to expect if you listen to it. The album called Big Drills. So if you ain't into it, it's not for you. I fuck with it. I didn't listen to it yet, but I'm gonna listen to it in a little while once I'm done on here with y'all. But new music, man. The new music drops. They've been kind of quiet lately. They've been quiet. Some people been dropping quiet. I gotta go on like certain like rap pages to see who dropping, or I gotta go on Apple Music myself to see who done dropped. That's how I found the Mario single. I seen 5 Year Foreign drop something. I'm not gonna listen to it. I don't think 5 Year Foreign is a great rapper at all. De La Soul dropped some. Backstreet Boys and dropped a Christmas song. Popcorn dropped the album. If you into modern dance hall, but other than that, it's real quiet for hip hop and R&B. A lot of what I listen to is real quiet for that. even pop ain't really been crazy this week. I know Taylor Swift dropped another version of her album. She just be cheating the game. Nobody gonna say nothing though, but she be cheating the game. Dropping all these multiple fucking albums, different versions at that. And then they count them as like these is her pure sales. No. Go to her pure sales for the album. Don't do all the different versions because that go to the actual album. What is her sales for that? Because they count every version, and I don't like that. They count all of that, and I just think that's cheating. She's cheating the game. But if you haven't seen, some of the Grammy nominations have came out. Um, I might put them. I'm gonna put them on the screen for y'all if I can. But I'm gonna read them from my phone because a lot of Grammy nominations just came out yesterday, or no, today. Excuse me. Before I recorded, it came out. Um, but let's give a shout out to Ryan Coogler. Sinners is officially a Grammy nominated film, 5 nominations. Best score soundtrack for visual media, best song written for visual media, I Lied to You, Pale Pale Moon Sinners. Best complication, oh, excuse me, complication. Best compilation soundtrack for visual media. Shout out to Sin. That was a good movie with good music. Um, but we got album of the year, Bad Bunny. I don't know how to read his album. I'm not gonna fuck up the name in Spanish, but I know people been putting DTMF. Justin Bieber Swag, Sabrina Carpenter Man's Best Friend, um, Clips. Let's sort them out. Let God sort them out. Excuse me. Lady Gaga Mayhem, Kendrick Lamar GNX, Leon Thomas Mutt, Tyler the Creator. That's another name I'm gonna fuck up. Chromacopia. I think this one though, album of the year, and this is gonna be an important section because whoever wins between Clips and Kendrick and Tyler on this part is definitely winning rap album of the year. Album of the year, who it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go with Clips though. Um, I think they deserve album of the year and they deserve rap album of the year. I think when their album started, when their album came out, that started like the quality rap. Like nobody was putting out no bullshit after that. You couldn't put out no bullshit after that. So they kind of set the trend for the year. I know a lot of people gonna say Tyler the Creator. I'm not really a fan of Tyler the Creator. I've never been a fan. It's not that he's not talented. I just think that his music lacks something. It lacks something, and it's not that he's not a good artist because he actually is a really good rapper. I heard him on the Clips album. He killed the feature. That's kind of his bag though. But yeah, I'm not. I know a lot of people who like Tyler the Creator. I just can't get with it. I feel like he don't make music for a majority black crowd. To me, he don't, and he was kind of surprised by that. Um, but I think GNX will be the other one. Obviously, I'm not gonna sit and say Bad Bunny could win though. Sabrina Carpenter could win too. Justin Bieber though, that's an underrated pick. I think Justin Bieber he could sneak up and win it. That was a good album. No bad. That was a good album. Even Mutt was a good album though. All these are good albums. All of them. I'm gonna go back and listen to that Sabrina Carpenter and that Lady Gaga though. I need to hear why they in here. You know, you can't call yourself a music person if you don't even attempt to listen to other people's music. I know it's hard for some people, but you gotta listen to other people's music. Record of the year, you got Bad Bunny with DTMF, Man Child, Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety, Doechii, Wildflower, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Abracadabra, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA with Luther. Bruno Mars and Rose and Bruno Mars with APT's The Subway, Chappelle Rowan. This one is a hard one. I'm gonna have to listen to the other records to see because I obviously didn't hear the other records. So far, obviously, I would say Luther. I just don't think nothing gonna hit like that. So obviously, I would say Luther, but I don't think Anxiety deserved to be on here low key. But we got some more best African music performance. I'm not even gonna read these because for one, I didn't see none of the performances. But shout out to those people who win this. I don't know. Um, best pop duo group performance. This one also has a sizzle with Kendrick Lamar, nominee 30 for 30. APT Rose and Bruno Mars, Defiant Gravity, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Golden from K-pop. Okay, no, they shouldn't win. And Gabriella Cat's-Eye. So we'll see who win that one. Obviously, I'm gonna say 30 for 30. Um, Kalani, as I'm scrolling, she got two Grammy nominations for Best R&B Song and Best R&B Performance for Folded. She deserved it. I think that should win Best R&B Song for sure. Best Dance Pop Recording. I'm not gonna read that because I don't know. Shout out to those. A lot of people are mad about some people not getting no Grammy nominations. Um, there were more. I don't know what happened to all of them. I'm on the Twitter page. They keep showing me shit I don't really care about seeing. I should have bookmarked them so I could fucking read them myself. Cause they just showing me shit I don't really care to see at this point. There are more. You got the best rock song. I don't know the rock music, so I'm not even gonna read that. Best music video. Sade, Young Lion, Man Child, Sabrina Carpenter, So Be It Clips, Anxiety, Dochi, Love, Okay Go. I don't know who any. I mean, I know those people obviously, but it's more. I'm not gonna waste time. You got Best Global Award. I think Bad Bunny gonna win that one. Best Global Music Album, Burna Boy. Oh, I thought Bad Bunny had an album. Okay. Best Country Song. Oh, that's what I wanted to get to though. After I read this, I wanted to get to how. Let me see. I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, there is no more I see, but I wanted to get to how the Grammys changed the Country Music Awards. They changed it to two different categories: Best Contemporary Country. I think Best Contemporary Country Album. Hold on. Yes, Best Contemporary Country Album and Best Traditional Country Album. That's the most racist thing I think the Grammys done did in our face. Really tried to change the category because Beyonce won. And it's like, man, I get it. Actually, I don't get it. We're not finna say it. I'm not even finna say that. I don't get it. It's a lot of Grammy nominations, but I don't get it. So what Beyonce put out wasn't a real country album to y'all. See, that's what they do. They like to do stuff to benefit them, instead of just getting better at the craft. No, music is meant to evolve. They expect country music to be this one sound and one way to do it, and that's why I don't respect. Like country music is not done one way, just like R&B is not done one way. Hip hop is not done one way. Imagine if it was a bunch of white artists running hip hop and we said best traditional hip hop album and then best I just used their word, best contemporary hip hop album. Y'all will be looking crazy like the only reason such and such won is because y'all changed the categories to benefit the black artists. Just like y'all do for yourselves all the fucking time. Y'all change shit so that y'all can win all the time. Even though we don't even control the Grammys. We don't control the Grammys at all. That's not our shit. So we really can't change nothing. And see stuff like what just happened with the country album, we have to start supporting our BET Awards, supporting our VH1, supporting all of that stuff. Let's get back to supporting black celebrations that celebrate black people. We don't need them to celebrate. We don't need them, honestly. Let's get back to supporting our own stuff, our own people. They don't give a fuck about us. They can care less about what we do. They can care less. That's why it could just change awards in the snap of a finger. Please start supporting your own. Please. We need to get back to that. Like we wonder why they just took the hip hop music, the BET Hip Hop Awards away, because we're not supporting it. And I actually want to come on here a few months ago when I heard about it to talk about it, but I started recording late, so that's my fault. But I had that written down, and like, yeah, now we talking about award shows. We need to support our own shit. We need to stop depending on these motherfucking white platforms who keep putting the wrong rap songs up, who don't put rap songs that reflect what's being played in the community. Like no offense, bro, but nobody ain't no like I don't want to say nobody listening to. So, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. Not gonna do it. But it's certain artists that y'all put on the Grammys that I feel like I don't hear a lot about in our community. Like from people, I don't hear a lot of people talking about certain artists that y'all have at the Grammys, but you always have them. So yeah. Oh, speaking of music though, I know everybody done seen it by now. But Michael, the movie Michael about Michael Jackson, which is probably gonna talk about the side before Dangerous. So they're going. I know from what I've seen, they talk a lot about the off the wall, well, the Jackson Five era, of course, but the off the wall era, the Thriller era, and the Bad era. I think it's gonna be a part two movie coming out. Was gonna go into from Dangerous until obviously up until his death. Um, and I can't wait to see it, man. I'm finna be in that motherfucking theater. I told my girl I'm being I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear. She's talking about you better wear a motherfucking t-shirt. That's all you gonna wear. Don't. I'm like, and I'm sorry to my girl, but I'm finna embarrass you in the theater. I'm wearing a Jerry curl, red red jacket, high water pants, white socks, and black slacks. What? Oh man, I'm high water black slacks, white socks with the man. What? I'm going in there all types of crazy. Everybody else gonna do it, but I guarantee if it was Beyonce we was going to see, she gonna wear this little cowboy shit. Like she told me when we go to a Beyonce concert, I gotta dress the theme, but I can't dress the theme to go see Michael Jackson when everybody gonna be dressing like it. That's what we did for Straight Outta Compton. I remember everybody in the movie theater was dressing like wearing NWA shit. I probably ain't going to embarrass my girl like that. And then again, I just might. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Even though I didn't live throughout Michael Jackson's like prime, I was still alive when Mike was here. Like he was only around for a decade while I was here. That's okay. I still know who Michael. I still learned who Michael Jackson was as a kid. I just think you can never not know who Mike is. Mike got songs like Thriller that's gonna live forever. He got Christmas songs with his brothers that's gonna live forever. He got the Wiz that's gonna live forever in the black community. I don't watch the Wizard of Oz. I watch the Wiz. Speaking of the Wiz, though, I learned some interesting stuff about Miss Diana Ross. I thought she was sweet, but I'm starting to learn a lot about black, especially female legends. They were some bitches. I'm starting to learn about it. Like, damn, I'm looking at people like Aretha Franklin differently. I'm looking at, who was I just looking up? Who was I just Anita Baker. I'm looking at some of these people differently. Like, why is our black legends like why are they dickheads behind the scenes like that? But this ain't got nothing to do with Diana Ross, man. Shout out Diana Ross, Dirty Diana. That's who Mike was talking about in that song. That was who Mike was talking about. I never thought about it until I got older. I'm like, is Dirty Diana about Dirty? Is that about Diana Ross? So yeah, man. Michael set to come out April 24th, 2026. I got a bunch of time to think about what I'm gonna wear. I don't give a fuck. Cause if it was a Tupac movie, I'm going in there with my. Well, I don't know. That's a little different. Even though we don't go by colors in Chicago, you still gotta be careful with them bandanas and all that shit. People think you part of some shit you ain't. So it's just certain artists I'm gonna dress up for because I'm big fans, dead or alive. Like a Selena. I mean, she already got a bunch of shit out about her. I think they're trying to put another movie about Selena out that I'm gonna go see. I love Selena too. Such a such a beautiful talent that life was cut short. Even though she made, you know, Latin music, I actually enjoyed it. I'll be listening to it like I understand. Um, but yeah, Mike, I can't wait to go see Michael, bro. This is gonna be huge. I actually was supposed to go to the This Is It concert. I was gonna go with my peoples. They knew I was a big Michael Jackson fan because as I got, I'm 7 years, 5, 6, 7 years old. Like I'm learning about Michael Jackson through older people, and I'm just looking him up and just admiring, you know, his music, his dancing. I was a big Mike fan when I was a kid. I was kind of distraught when he died. I remember the day he passed away. That shit, I still, till this day, only one person death hit like Michael Jackson. That was Kobe Bryant. Nationally, nobody's death hit. I don't know who death hit harder. Honestly, it might have been Kobe because obviously I'm a basketball fan and I watched Kobe growing up and I was there for his prime. With Mike, like I was there, but Mike was older. Mike was kind of out of his prime by the time I got older. Even though to me, Mike never made to me, like all his albums weren't really, like, especially Invincible. I think Invincible is his most underrated album, and I think it should get talked about a lot more. Just like we talk about, obviously, it's not Thriller, it's not bad, but yeah, we gotta talk about that. Um, but one last thing, and we gonna get up out of here, man. Um, so the Pitchfork, if you don't know who Pitchfork is, they're a media group, um, music media, white music media though, and they put out their top 25 hip hop albums. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't agree. I don't agree with the top 25, but I'm gonna read it going from 25 to one. Um, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get y'all out of here in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most. Ghostface Killer, Supreme Clientele is 25. Eminem, The Marshall Mathers, LP 23. Kendrick Lamar, Damn. 22. Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links. 21. is Mobb Deep, The Infamous, Kanye West, College Dropout, Jay-Z, The Blueprint, Kanye West, Yeezus, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, Outkast, Thanktonia, De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising, GZA, Liquid Swords, Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, the Biggie, Ready to Die, Outkast, Aquemini, Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, A Tribe Called Quest, A Low End Theory, Mad Villain, Mad Villainy, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, Wu-Tang Clan enters the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, and number one is Nas Illmatic. Now, I'm going to say the list is not terrible. I mean, a lot of these albums are good albums, great albums, great albums. But these are not the 25 best rap albums ever. For one, for me, I would have Good Kid, Mad City over The Pimp a Butterfly easily. I don't think To Pimp a Butterfly, like, yeah, it's a good album, but if you're looking at Good Kid, Mad City, like Good Kid, Mad City not only has the radio hits, it got like 3 songs that was on radio. Swimming Pools, Poetic Justice, and it was something else on that album that I'm forgetting. But it had the commercials, it had the commercial hits, and it got the deep cuts on that. I'm gonna go make sure. It was another song from that album from Good Kid, Mad City that was on radio a lot that I'm forgetting, and I'm having a brain fart right now. I don't think To Pimp a Butterfly is over Damn. I don't. I listen to Damn every day. Damn was my senior year of high school. Like I was just graduating. I graduated. So that album I played a lot. So, oh, Don't Kill My Vibe. Don't Kill My Vibe. That was on radio a lot. And then you got like the deep cuts like Mad City, Good Kid, Money Trees, Backseat Freestyle. Oh my. The Art of Peer Pressure. Like what are we talking about? Real, Compton, The Recipe. What like don't get me wrong, The Pepper Butterfly is a good album, but come on, bro. These songs don't no. We gotta be real. No. This is not Kendrick Lamar's best album. His best album is To Pimp a Butterfly? I don't think so. It's Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, and then To Pimp a Butterfly. In that order. Um, I'm not gonna comment too much on the older rappers because I understand they trying to pay. You want to pay homage to the older rappers, man. So I'm not gonna say they don't deserve to be on here, but I just think any list that doesn't have Tupac on here is insane. Tupac probably, if it weren't for his life being cut short, he would be the greatest rapper of all time. I don't think there's no country that don't know Tupac. Tupac is like Michael Jackson of hip hop. Everybody know Tupac. He was that powerful, and he was young. You would have thought Tupac was 35. That man was 25. Imagine if he had gotten older. Come on, bro. You ain't got Tupac on here. You don't have a Snoop Dogg album on here. Um, I don't like that Kanye's Jesus is on here at all. I don't think that's one of Kanye's best albums at all. Like, okay, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, cool. Not graduation. College Dropout, cool. But how you don't have? I would have rather you put late registration or graduation on here before Jesus. Like Jesus is terrible. Like I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say Yeezus is terrible because Ye don't really make. But for Kanye, Yeezus is probably one of his worst albums outside of the one he put out called Ye. That's one of his worst albums to me. It got a few joints on there I like, but no, Yeezus should not be on here. How you don't like I said, you don't have All Eyes on Me. You don't have no Southern rap. You don't have Lil Wayne on here. How is Carter 3 not on here? Carter, from what I've read, Lil Wayne having the most, like, not only does Lil Wayne have the most commercial successes as a rapper, right? Or not the, but he did at one point. He had the most commercial success as a rapper. So that's why I don't understand how, like, I know a lot of people not going to agree, but Carter 3 should be on here. A lot of people think Carter 2 is a better album. Probably is a better rap album. Um, but if you're gonna put a Lil Wayne, like I don't care if you had put Carter 3. Carter, one of them Carters should be on here. You're missing Doggy Style for Snoop. Um, I think Nicki Minaj should have an album on here. I don't like I love Lauryn Hill, but the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that's not a rap album. Like y'all keep sneak putting her on these lists. Y'all putting on R&B and you putting on rap. No, it's one album. Which one is it? And to me, it's more R&B. I don't like. Yeah, she has some parts where she's rapping on there, but she's mostly singing. That's an R&B album, and it shouldn't be within the top 25. I hate that she gets a lot of passes, and I love her, but no. I'm looking at the list. That's why I keep looking down. I don't get how Get Rich or Die Trying is not on this list. That's one of the most successful rap albums of the century. Shit, that's one of the most successful rap albums in the history of hip hop. I don't think y'all understand what Get Rich or Die Trying did. That like 50 Cent can eat off Get Rich or Die Trying. They made a movie about the shit. They made a movie about it, and it's just one of the best hip hop rap albums ever. It's one of the best rap albums ever. I don't see how 50 Cent is not on this list. When we talking about albums, we talk like 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying should absolutely be on the top 25. So I'm gonna end soon because this is really my last topic, and that's why I'm going on and on about it. Cause there's so many albums, and I don't want to take. I think what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my top 25 since we doing top 25 rap albums. I'm gonna put my top 25. Um, but I just think that I think that when you're talking about 25 rap albums, I just think that some of these artists shouldn't be on here. Like I don't think a Tribe Called Quest should have two albums. I don't think that I don't think some of these people really should be on here. Like some of these should stay. But I think you can argue Migos culture should be on here. I would argue Migos culture definitely should be on here. Like I know y'all don't like some of the new rappers, bro, but some of them put out some fire shit. And it just I just don't see how some of these people I just don't see how some of these rap albums made it. Um no Missy Elliott. Y'all didn't I don't know what y'all trying to I mean, I know the boy been going through it lately, but Drake absolutely has a top 25 rap well, y'all maybe don't consider y'all probably don't consider Drake rap. So that's probably why he's not on here. But yeah, I'm going to end it here because it's a good list, but it's just some rappers don't deserve to be on it. Like, don't get me wrong, all these people are talented, and you can't tell the story of hip hop without them. But top 25 of all time, some of them albums should not be on here. So look for me to put out a list soon for my top 25. Um, but yeah, man, I had a great show. I had a great time talking to you guys. I had a lot of fun. We actually got through the topics a lot faster than I thought we would. If it wasn't for me spending so much time on the hip hop topic, probably would have been done sooner. But I thank you guys for watching, man. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Look for me to put out some stuff coming soon. Pay attention to a sports show coming out soon. I'm gonna have an interview coming out soon with one of my homies who a rapper. Um, Shaky Bucks. We gonna get together soon and try to do an interview. So I'm trying to get a lot of content out to you guys soon. I just got a lot going on with school and stuff. So just bear with me, man. I love you guys. I thank you for your continuous support, and I hope guys have a wonderful day. I hope you all enjoyed this episode like I enjoyed talking to you guys about it. Love y'all, man. Be safe, have fun. Um, yeah, man. I'm out, man. Peace. Oh shit.